New at 11 tonight in Taylor County, Doctors Memorial Hospital is receiving a major funding boost. Our Julia Miller was at the County Commission meeting this evening and has a look at what this means for the hospital and the community.
County commissioners approved increasing the budget from $2.5 million to about $6.9 million. Hospital officials say this funding will help them get key improvements to stay fully operational in this rural area.
For a small hospital like us, we just don't have that extra revenue to invest in those improvements. So this money is really, providing that essential capital dollars that we need.
Doctors Memorial Hospital in Taylor County was originally awarded $2.5 million from Florida Commerce to replace its roof after 3 storms in just 13 months. Now, an additional $4.4 million through a Community Development Block Grant Award will cover even more upgrades, including a new 1,000 kilowatt generator.
It just really helped launch us into the next storm season. We hope to get some of these things going quickly and really be able to upgrade some outdated equipment. Communication systems is part of the grant, so we can get a new phone system that's much more stable and has backup internet services so we never lose communication, which is really important.
Also on the agenda Tuesday night, County Commissioner Pam Fiegel presented a list of safety recommendations she sent to the county administrator. The proposal says that if a county facility is being used for an emergency shelter, any previously scheduled public events there would be canceled. This comes after an incident earlier this month when a Taylor County man allegedly exposed himself to a 9-year-old in a woman's bathroom at a warming shelter that was also hosting a child's basketball game. Commissioners agreed adjustments need to be made going forward.
Very unfortunate for the child in this case, but I think as far as changes, yes, we know that if there's an event going on at the same time as a warming shelter is open, then the event needs to cancel.
And the Taylor County Sheriff's Office also brought up the possibility of speed cameras in school zones. After some back and forth, the Sheriff's Office and the board decided to come back at a later date with a full proposal. Reporting in Taylor County, Julia Miller, WCTV Eyewitness News.